Hello, this is Conscious Content TV. I'm Melissa here at the 2014 Conscious Life Expo at LAX Hilton, and I'm here with John Murphy, who wrote the book, The Zentrepreneur. So John, I wanted to know more about this book and how conscious business and Zen is being put into business.
Well, the world's moving fast, and there's a lot of change around us each and every day, and people are feeling stressed. They feel anxious. You can't go anywhere without hearing people talk about how stressed they are.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Zentrepreneur, and there's a Zentrepreneur in all of us. It's our spirit looking for creative ways to express itself, but it's also our sense of grace and our sense of gratitude. And we lose sight of that sometimes, especially when we're in a workplace that's
9 to 5.
Anxious and and intense, political battles, turf battles, things like that going on. So what I do is I go into organizations and I teach different forms of awakening to higher consciousness, more awareness, and more peace of mind and presence.
So like a motivational speaker going into corporations and helping the workers get Zen?
Well, yeah, I'm a teacher more than I am a motivational speaker. And so what I do is I help people get obstacles out of their own way. So the subtitle, for example, in Zentrepreneur is Get Out of the Way and Lead. We tend to get in our own way a lot, and not intentionally. We don't even realize we're doing it, but we but ourselves a lot. So there's a whole chapter on but. So, but that idea won't really work, or but I need more education or training, or but I'll never make a living out of doing that. So we have to identify the buts. And by the way, they're not just coming from ourselves, but we hear them from our parents, we hear them from our siblings, our friends, and everybody seems to think they're an expert. So I always say to people, pay attention to who you pay attention to. And the wise listen to the wise. So who do you surround yourselves with, and who can help you with whatever your ideas are to get good change made, which is what Zentrepreneurs do. We make good change.
Nice. So how did you overcome your buts and create the book?
Well, I walk people right through all of those in the book, and the first chapter is called What If. So, for example, what if I write a book called Zentrepreneur? What if I remember this, my first book in 1993 was called Pulling Together. What if I write this book? I've never written a book before. And so, we get into like a childish, almost playful mode when we're creative. And we play with ideas. So I played with the ideas, and then I went to what I now call Chapter 2, which is why do it? And then I go to Chapter 3, which is why not do it? So any idea we have, everybody's got an abundance of ideas. Play with them a little bit, ask why you should, and then ask why you shouldn't. You need to look at it both ways, because if you don't look at the whole picture, you could fall into what I call the oops syndrome, which is, oops, I didn't think of that, now I'm out of money, or oops,
you don't want to get into that.
And a lot of entrepreneurs fail. In fact, 4 out of 5 don't make it with sustainable businesses. Something goes wrong. So by asking why not write a book? What could go wrong? I could waste my time. I could not get a publisher. I could get a publisher but not sell it. There's a lot of reasons to consider. But what that does is that then helps us be practical in our planning.
Right.
So whether this is an individual running a household with ideas, or a teacher trying to connect better with their students, or a multi-billion-dollar corporation with thousands and tens of thousands of employees, like some of the corporations I work with, the questions all apply the same. They get us thinking creatively, they get us planning creatively and pragmatically, and then we manifest just amazing things. Everything around us is the manifestation of some creative idea, and here we are, right?
Yes, I love it. Speaking of manifestation, I use EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, to do some of my manifesting, and I noticed that's one of your tools that you help people to get over their what-ifs. Can you talk more about how you do that?
I do. In fact, I learned EFT from Nick Ortner. He's been on Dr. Oz, and Nick's done just a phenomenal job with it. I'm actually teaching EFT tonight, is demonstrating it at my workshop, because it's a great letting go technique. And in 2009, I wrote a book called Beyond Doubt, 4 Steps to Inner Peace. And one of those 4 steps is let go. The 4 steps are let be, let go, let see, and let flow. So let be means be present, be in the now, and take inventory, so to speak. What's working for me, what's not, and then we identify things that we need to let go of. Limiting beliefs, stressed thoughts, baggage, emotional baggage, mental baggage. And so we get to this let go phase. Now, a lot of the things we have to let go are, they've been with us a long time. Habits,
It's hard.
phobias, just these paradigms we tend to live in. So once we uncover them, we need techniques and tools that work to just clear them, all right? And EFT is a fantastic tool to clear phobias and fears and beliefs that just simply aren't true, but we've always treated them as if they are. So I use EFT, I use quick coherence technique, I use different meditation techniques, some of which I'll demonstrate tonight, and it just frees us. It frees us to who and what we really are, and then we get into that flow.
Yes, I love the flow. It feels so good. So what's your one takeaway, one tip for people who are in the consciousness field wanting to start a business or make their business a little bit more sustainable?
Start with the right questions. Open your mind up. Well, and the right questions will open your mind up. It doesn't help to ask questions if you've got a closed mind and you think you've already got all the answers. You just don't learn that way. So open up and play with different questions to explore the whole picture. Don't just leap before you've looked. A lot of ideas sound really good at first, and then you start getting into it and you realize, I don't really have a good business plan. And in business, like it or not, you've got to be thinking about money, because it takes money to run a business. I like to think of it as the blood flow. Like the human body isn't going to perform well without good.
Ecosystem.
It is. We have to have good circulation, and in business, that's called cash flow. And we've got to have good cash flow. So you've got to think it through, plan accordingly, surround yourself with good people who are in the know, and get out of your own way and get into the zone a little bit.
Yes, I love it. And then where can people find you on the internet with all your books and amazing tips?
Oh, I'm all over the internet. You can Google me. You can go to johnjmurphy.net. You can go to Zentrepreneur. That'll take you right into Amazon or Barnes & Noble. My corporate website is venturemanagementconsultants.com, as in nothing ventured, nothing gained. So venturemanagementconsultants.com lists all of the books I've written and the different things I do, and some video clips, things like that. So, and you can Facebook me, LinkedIn, Twitter, Sage Leader at Twitter. So I'm all over there.
All over. Awesome.
Hi, I'm John Murphy, and I am a big fan of Conscious Content TV, and I want to just say thank you to Melissa for being such a wonderful host.